Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Pirate Prepper here. I'd like to take a few minutes and again apologize for the length of time it's been since I put anything out, but also talk about a few things in the world right now that we should probably be focusing on at least part of the time. And depending on which political bent you have, there's a lot of things happening. And here's the key to that: it doesn't matter. Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. What matters is finances. What matters is food. Excuse me. We've sent a stupid amount of money to a certain Eastern European country, shall we say, without an accounting for it. We don't know where it's gone. It's just gone. That's a problem. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, our prices are through the roof. $4 for almost $5 for 80/20 ground beef. That's ridiculous. $4.25 for chicken breasts. And that's the cheap price. We're at a point where we need to focus on what we can do to alleviate or reduce some of those financial stresses to ourselves. Why? Because it's not going to get any better anytime soon. Depending on which economist you listen to, they're saying 2025 or longer. What that tells me, since they don't know, they're hedging their bets on the short term because it looks better, it sounds better. Oh, it's only 2025. It's only a couple years away. They don't want to say, like the Great Depression, that it'll take at least 10 years for it to come back. Now, whether they believe it or not is another matter, but it doesn't matter. We need to look at our own finances, our own pantries. Get out of your credit cards. Pay them off. Do what you got to do. Get a second job, third job, fourth job, whatever. Pay them off. Anything that's got a variable interest rate, get rid of. Refinance if you have to. If you've got a variable rate on your home, get out of it. Even if you're going to pay 8-9% for a 20 or 30 year loan, that'll still be less than what that variable is going to turn into. I mean, credit cards, with so many of them being 25% now, that's ridiculous. Your payments on, $5,000 or something like $150 a month, minimum payment, that's just to cover the interest. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, do what you got to do. Get out of debt. Try and find yourself a financial place where you're comfortable, where you're not living from paycheck to paycheck, where you're not waiting to have to purchase that set of tires, or can't afford to go buy that half cow. The opportunity arises. As far as the pantry goes, there's two ways to look at this. One, long-term food. Honestly, don't worry about it. It costs a lot. It's not going to help you out right now. Sure, you can eat it, but it's $7, $8, $10 a meal. That's ridiculous. And even on sale, it's still kind of crazy. Look at stuff that's going to be good for a year or two. Those bags of rice don't even have to be packaged in Mylar or vacuum packed or anything. They'll last a year on their own or more, depending on your area and humidity and everything else. Look at various legumes, various beans, barley, Look at some of the grains. Look at things that are going to last. And even some of them, like the quick oats, the price has gone up already. Not terrible, but the price has gone up, of course, like everything else. And the availability is starting to get rougher and rougher. Well, if you look at potato harvests around the world right now, they're down badly. Rice, same thing. The olives in Spain just took a massive, massive hit, which means so many of your Spanish olives that you enjoy on your pizza or in your martinis are going to be limited and more expensive. But even more so, olive oil. How many cook with olive oil? Making salad dressing, whatever. Your olive oil price is about to go through the roof. Same reason. Sunflower oil, well, where's that grown for the most part? Eastern European countries. With a lot of places around the world shutting off exports right now, so they have something to eat, so they can continue to at least feed their people, if not flourish. We're coming to a point where we need to focus on ourselves. Yeah, Florida, sorry about Ian, but I got to worry about me first. And buddy, you know who you are. I'll do what I can from here, but guess what? You're still down there and I ain't there. Other things. Look at the people around you. Look at people you know. Help out who you can. We're in a stressful time. We've been in a stressful time. And a lot of people are not coping. They're not dealing well. And sometimes it's just a matter of talking to people. Spending some time, getting to know them, if you don't already know them. And making sure they're fine, making sure they're okay, making sure they're not so stressed out, so down, so beat up by life that they're a liability to themselves and others. So, all right, I'm going to keep this a short one. You have a great afternoon. Power Pepper out.